Hi everybody, CryptoBrownie's dead. CryptoBrownie is no more. The name CryptoBrownie is gone forever, evermore. So if you've been approached by CryptoBrownie, it's not me. Let's put it that way. I will now be known as Quantum Brownie. And the reason being is that it's a name that resonates with where we're going into the quantum field. Everything will be quantum. And it was selected for me by one of my members in my group called Optimistic Prime. She put that name forward, and plus the colouring you now see on my logo. So thank you so much for that. I was very, very touched when I saw that result. Now that name came about as a result of me saying that, you know, I don't like the term crypto brownie, because we know that crypto as such, the Gazarian system is going to go. So quantum is the way to go. So that's one part of the response to what's been going on. The other part was that, you know, I had 3 channels. I had the CryptoBrownie chat, CryptoBrownie humanitarian projects, CryptoBrownie funding projects. And they'll name that because I'm CryptoBrownie. That's the way I named them for whatever, you know, purpose, you know. But with what has been going on the last week or so, I recognize that, you know, I need to show that this is not about me. You know, I'm just Brownie. But there is a whole collective of people that are learning, growing, sharing, and working together on a common goal, this one consciousness. And that's where the name Collective came from. After the events that happened, I sat down with my wife, went through, you know, what was going on, why it was going on, what had I done wrong. And she mentioned, you know, I said, you know, we're all one collective consciousness trying to work this thing through. And she said, well, that's the name for your new group, the Collective. And really that encapsulates everything that I've been trying to do. I've been trying to get enough people over the line before the event to have enough tokens in their hands so that when the wealth transference happens, then the right people have the wealth. And I stress the right people. If this doesn't resonate with you, then that's fine. But I want to see the wealth in the right hands. So from that, which we changed to the Lobster Collective, that reflects the main chat that is on Lobster. We have then the Collective Humanitarian, or the Humanitarian Collective, sorry, which is where we are looking at humanitarian projects. We've got the Funding Projects Collective, which is more about enterprise, startup businesses, and funding new inventions, technologies as we move forward into this new system. So they're the core channels that we haven't created, and they're growing very strong. Organic growth. I mean, it's just phenomenal to see the way people are coming on board. And yes, the channels are being targeted by scammers. And again, I think it's because, you know, people trust me, so now they use my name. It's sad, but I'm working through the process of a team now that I'm working with called the Collective Core Team. So it's not just me anymore. After I had that chest incident, went to hospital, spent 6 hours on a gurney. I realized I couldn't do all this by myself. So now, organically, a whole team of people are gathered around me with the right intention, with the right heart. So there's a core group from my original group from the Gold Coast in Brisbane that are helping me work things through. And then I'm finding teachers and you know, people with a healing background and ascension and so forth, all coming to me, wanting to help build. I hate to say the brand, but that's essentially what it is. But it's more about bringing people into a safe environment, and I use the word safe, where you're not judged, where you can ask a question without feeling as though you're a mung bean. You know, at the end of the day, I look at the groups that have been created as a safe environment to learn, grow, and share, and that's always been my heart. So from that, I'll go to the share screen because I want to show a couple of other things that we've been progressing with as we go. And I'm going to start with the Telegram groups because, you know, we started out with the 3 core groups, and now they've grown somewhat since then. And it's grown out of desire to try and help different sectors or different areas in the whole wealth transference and great awakening. The first channel there you see is the announcements, which is from there. Myself and my group of core admins will send out information into all the groups. We've got the lobster chat, which, guys, is flying. I cannot keep up. I'm getting 1,000, 2,000 posts a day. But we've got some good admins, and I am looking for some American admins that can assist us in this, because what we're finding is as us Aussies go to sleep, then the scammers come out at night. You know, I'm just being honest here. That's what's happening. So I do need some Americans and Europeans that have got a good heart and want to be a part of the collective and want to be a part of building something great. That's what I need from the group. People that can help move this forward. And as you can see, we're almost up to 3,000 after what, three weeks, something like that. So that's good organic growth. The Humanitarian Collective is the group that's again growing phenomenally, and it's all about preparing for your projects. Now, I'm not an expert in Ascension. I'm not an expert in humanitarian projects even, but it's not my role to be the guru. It's your role. If you want to step up and be an admin in this particular group, then by all means do so. Step up, start sharing good content. At the end of the day, people get rewarded by what they do, not by what they say. So that's an important thing to make. The other group is what we call the project funding group, which is basically designed around. I'll just get off the negative post. Designed around, you know, working towards projects, working towards the kind of projects that are going to change the world, the kind of new technologies and new industries that are going to do some big things. So that's an important chat. And then we've got a whole bunch of other chats. And I'll start with by saying this, that all I ever wanted was to work on humanitarian projects and then be in touch with my friends and the people I've developed friendships with in the QSI chat in Brisbane, Gold Coast. I wasn't allowed to have that. And unfortunately, anyone that's been associated with me has been deleted from all those chats, been deleted from QSI chat, and some from Whiplash even, as certain people target the people that are just following what I'm doing, just part of the collective. So out of that, I did create the Sunshine Coast chat for the collective, and that was mainly because on the weekend we've got a great event coming up. 120 people in a hall, learning about lobster, learning about what is now going to be, I suppose, the way that the collective is going to move forward. So we then had to create the group to try and bring back those members that have been orphaned as they've been kicked out of the other groups. But then, it got to a point where everyone wanted their own group back again. So I have been creating groups for Australia, and then I'm about to do some Pacific groups in the US. Again, because people put their hand up and I said, okay, I want to lead a group and I want to host events. Because at the end of the day, what a collective chat is for in these areas is for you to connect with your local people, work on projects together, get to know each other, build a community. So the way I look at it is that over time, there'll be chats set up all over the world, different languages, and we'll all be working on things locally. So think about that old saying: think globally, act locally, and that's the purpose of these chats. So to that point, what I have done is I've always had my own meetup group app on there, and then which I was using for the other team. Now that I've gone on my own with the collective, we've now got a number of groups set up, and these then can do events. So, for example, in the Southeast Queensland events one, we have coffee chats coming up. So, a coffee chat is basically where you've gone, okay, I want to have a coffee with some people in my area. You set up the event. You send to us the location, the time, your details, so that you can be the host of the event, and then I can put that event out into the main chat, and then also into your particular collective chat, and that way also too, because Meetup is a global thing. You may all find people outside of Lobster might end up coming to that group, and that's the opportunity to teach them about Lobster. So, for me, it's about the local chats. That's what it really is about. So, for me, being based in Brisbane, Gold Coast, I'm running chats locally. I always have done breakfasts, dinners. I'm we're about to host another cash flow day, and then also we're doing a top golf event as well. So that's the hitting of the golf balls off the range. So they're all the things that are going to create community. So by all means, if you want to host event, great. I can put that on Meetup. And secondly, if you want to be the lead admin on one of the local chats, then by all means send details through, and then we can create those, put them on the list, broadcast that out, and you'd be surprised that in a group of 3,000 people that are in our group so far, you'd be surprised how many people are in your area. And the biggest problem we've got is that people do feel so isolated because the whole COVID crap and the social distancing and all that isolation. People thrive connection. There is nothing better than walking up to someone and give them a big hug. You feel that vibration going through. That's what this is about. These local groups are designed to create friendships, to share projects, to share your heart, because we've all been through so much crap in the last couple of years, and to be able to work together collectively, there's that word again, that's what this is all about. So I want to just bring that up there. The events are an important part to me. And then the last thing I want to talk about before I wrap up, because really what I'm trying to do is encapsulate where we're going and why I'm doing what I'm doing. I honestly did not want to do what I'm doing. I didn't think I'd be doing this. I was happy to work on humanitarian projects and be part of a local group. That was it. It's always been my heart. But God has other ideas. So, but everything that's happened to me Everything that's happened to me has happened for a purpose. And I have grown tremendously through the process. There's no fear. There's no worry. There's no doubt for a second in what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing is right. And I'm not trying to steal people's group or whatever. Hey, if you resonate with me, if you feel as though this collective concept is of value, and you can see yourself being a part of the community, an active part of the community, not just now before the event, but afterwards, more importantly. Because at the end of the day, this is why we're doing this. This is the preparation ground for what's about to come. Because you're going to be the one that is going to have to console your family and friends after this event. Yes, you want to give them a slap over the face or something. So why didn't you listen to me? We all want that, but we can't. We've got to live. We've got to work beyond that. We've got to be there for people when they break down and cry. We've got to be there for people to show them gently and kindly that this is the new system. This is Lobster. This is the Lobster wallet. This is how you do it. We've all got to be that. I've got to be that teacher. We've all got to show them humanity. We've all got to show them how to raise their vibration to the point where they can participate in the new quantum system. And I'm talking about the medibeds. I'm talking about the transactions that we'll be doing on our Q phones and so forth. You know, it doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen by happenstance. We've got to work through. Everyone has to work through a process. Everyone has to deal with their own, shall I say, demons to move forward. And some people do that well, and some people let the past or let fear or insecurity, hold on, and they just can't let go. In many respects, I love what Ascension Annie's been teaching. I really resonate with what she's been saying, and I wish more people would listen to what Annie's been saying about controlling and holding on to things. I'm not here to hurt or hinder. I'm only here to do what I'm meant to do. I'm just CryptoBrownie. I'm just some quantum brownie. Gee whiz. But yeah, I'm just a guy that's just trying to help people, and I'm living one day at a time, sitting here in my little home office here, on the phone, on the Zooms, just trying to get enough people over the line before the event. That's all I care about. And then after that, we can go hard on our projects. Happy days. The last thing I'll say is that I'm really happy with the way that people are resonating with my videos. Getting lots of good views, because obviously people are now really keen to find out how to navigate the changes we've got on the Lobster with domains being blocked and so forth. So there are particularly two top videos there that explain that process. And I believe it's important that you don't just go, oh, no domains, too hard, give up. No, you've got to push through. My belief is the white hats are testing us big time to see how we handle the challenges, not just with Lobster, but the other challenges as we're moving towards the event. How are you moving forward? How are you taking the challenge? Are you pulling back? Are you putting your hands up? Or are you pushing forward? And at the end of the day, I can't push you forward. It is up to you. 6, 7, 8 months ago, I was dragging people to Lobster. I was trying to convince people of so much stuff. You can't convince people. You can only work with people that resonate with you. So in many respects, I'm hoping, believing that what we've been through the last week or so is just a stepping board onto something greater. So I thank you guys for being with me at this stage, working it through, learning, growing together as one big collective. Thanks, guys. Have a great day. Cheers.